This got interesting yesterday. Pelicans rookie Zion Williamson went through his first full practice since having surgery on his right knee back in October. Coach Alvin Gentry said there's no date yet for Zion's NBA debut, but Zion himself told reporters if it were up to him, he would have been practicing a couple of weeks ago. And I am delighted to bring my friend Jalen Rose is here.
Good morning, my brother.
Fella. Yes, my man. So I saw what you were saying yesterday. For those who've not seen your thoughts yesterday on the situation with Zion, I'm giving you the floor.
You got to redshirt the young fella. He's 19 years old. You see he has health issues. He's going to have weight issues because you can't really train when you have injuries to your lower extremities. The Pelicans' goals are gone. They will be in the lottery. Hopefully you get a higher pick. Just redshirt Zion Williamson. This idea, Greeny, and you know I hate load management, but this guy is dealing with recovery from serious injury.
Yeah.
And stop me if he hasn't gotten injured in high school, in college, couldn't perform in summer league, and can't perform for the Pelicans. You redshirt him, give him a chance to ease his way into his career like we saw with Joel Embiid.
Listen, I'm totally on your side, and I hate being right about this because you and I talked about this all through last year and leading up to the draft. I've never wanted to be wrong about anything more. But this is a guy who looks like this is always going to be a concern, right? I mean, do you see things? They're trying to change the way he walks. I mean, do you see reason to believe this guy will have the spectacular career we all hope?
And I'm glad you alluded to that. We did talk about this. Zion Williamson is the third heaviest person in the NBA. The other two are Boban and Taco Fall. Two guys that have never been a lot of things we describe Zion as being: quick, athletic, explosive. So for him to carry that mass, I think it's going to take him time to ease himself into his career. And that's okay. He's only 19 years old.
Oh, absolutely. If sitting out a year means that he will then go on and be healthy and have a spectacular career, then of course you sit him. If there was a cause and effect there, I completely agree with you. While I have you, let me get your thought on one other thing here. I want to get the latest on the situation in Philly. The Sixers have lost 3 straight. And when asked about the team's offensive struggles yesterday, Joel Embiid said a very interesting thing. He said, we've just got to look at ourselves and see what we can do individually. We've got to help each other, even if it means being outside of your comfort zone for the greater good to help the team win. Meaning that if you've got a space and shoot it, you've got to do it. We need everybody to buy into that, and we'll be fine. We're going to be fine. Was that a subtle shot at Ben Simmons?
It was, and it's not necessarily a shot, in my opinion, when it's a fact. I said when Ben Simmons got drafted that I felt like he was shooting with the wrong hand, and people thought it was ridiculous. I watched this guy play at LSU. When he drives to the basket, look at these highlights. He shoots with his right hand. But when he goes to the free throw line or outside of the paint, he shoots with his left hand. That dynamic is off. 90% of his shots are in the paint. That's your point guard, which means you're distorting the spacing for a post player like Embiid, for somebody like Al Horford who can get down low, and the Philadelphia 76ers are a poor three-point shooting team overall. They're going to need their primary ball handler to make some shots outside of the paint.
Well, look, as we work our way towards basketball coverage heavily here, I mean, my man Rose Stradamus, you were the one who told me 2 years ago, those two guys will not win a championship together. That in the long run, you can't put those two guys together and win the whole thing.
Because just look at today's game. How many teams other than the Denver Nuggets feature their big guy in clutch situations? That don't happen in today's NBA. You need perimeter players. You need wings that can make plays when it's 7-8 seconds to go on the shot clock. You can't give the ball to your point guard because he can't make jumpers and he can't make free throws. That distorts the spacing for him and Joel Embiid.
We're so glad you're watching ESPN on YouTube.
For more sports, highlights, and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app.
And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.